Hey everybody, it's Mackenzie here, Tuckaway Pines, and today we are beginning our starts, at least some of them. Some of them we're kind of starting a little late. We did get a little caught up with some other stuff, but we're going to start it now, and especially with the way the weather's been, I don't think it's going to affect us that much, so I think we'll be okay. But I figured I'd bring you guys down, kind of show you what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be using, and I'll kind of explain in depth more about that. But you can kind of see we got things set up. Last night we got our grow lights all hooked up, and go check that video out. That was pretty fun, actually, pretty exciting for us. And yeah, so we're going to kind of get things prepped up here and ready to knock it out, because this is what we've been waiting for, guys. Okay, so we're all set up, and the things that we'll be using are 3 items for our plant mix, or starting mix. And it's the Burpee Natural Vermiculite, because that'll help promote good moisture control, and it'll help with the nutrient retention, so the little babies have something to feed on. And then we have Pro Mix potting mix. It's good for also keeping in that moisture, and it's basically like your peat moss, so that's what that is. And then we have a bag of dairy cow manure that's been, it's an anaerobic digested dairy manure, so some nutrients and all that there as well. So, and it's all sterile, because that's what we need for our little babies. And yeah, we're gonna get going. The recipe, or the ratio for this recipe, is a 1 to 1 to 1, so pretty simple. I've kind of looked up a bunch of different recipes and mixes, and that's the primary recipe that I've come across. Even the packaging says mix 1 to 1 to 1. So we're just going to go with that. And we're going to mix everything here in this bin and just mix it all up. Add a little water to pre-moisten it. And we'll put it in all our trays, and then we'll plant our little seeds then. So you want to start adding.
Can you open up the Pro Mix, please?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Thank you, honey.
He's gonna go check that out. But, so yeah, we're just gonna keep mixing. And I put everything in a bin here. That way I can kind of keep my mess down as best as I can. Because we're in the house, of course, and in the basement. And it's not finished, so it's not that big of a deal, but still. I'm sorry, our dog's barking for some reason. I don't know. Corey went to go check what's going on. And really, for the things that we'll be growing today, and I'll kind of go over what we'll be growing, just a few items. It won't be that much, so we really don't need to like fill this whole bin up. So it won't take a lot, but enough. And I'm just using a random pot as well as like my measuring cup, so I'm just filling it full, so each one's full, and it'll go in, and it'll be your 1 to 1 to 1. Nothing?
Nothing. Did you get the Pro Mix out yet?
I'm on the second round here.
Yeah, they said that stuff is really packed in there.
It is.
That's good.
It is. I think it's like twice the amount or something.
It is 2 in 1.
Yeah, two bags in one. I don't know how many times we should do this.
That's probably going to be good after this. Might be too much, but that's okay.
That's okay. We can always save it
for
the next batch. Okay,
That's ready.
I think that's good.
I think so.
Right.
I think we can start mixing stuff up.
Okay, I think we have enough soil here, or mixture, and I'm just gonna mix it in this bin. And Corey's getting out the little seedling trays that we'll need. It's really cool. I got this set, and it's 2 different size cells. I got this set off of Amazon. I can leave a link in the description if anyone's interested. But it comes with the cells, and then it comes with a tray where you could bottom water. So you just fill the bottom tray, and then it'll soak up from the bottom, the roots will. And then it comes with a clear dome, so you can kind of do a little greenhouse effect there. So I thought it was pretty neat. It was really reasonably priced. I think that one, the smaller cells is a 40 cell tray.
Yep, 40 cells.
And I think that was like $20 or something. And then I got the larger cell trays. What's that, like 12?
This is 15.
Or 15 cell trays. And that was probably about the same price. And you get 10 trays plus the lids and the watering trays all in that kit. So, like I said, I'll leave a link in the description for you guys there. But I think this is nice and mixed. And what I'm going to do is just add just a little bit of water just to kind of add that moisture to get our seeds kind of started right away. And I'll probably do like one of these. I don't know. Mix it all up. Okay. My hands are dirty finally, yay. Love it. All set?
I am.
Love that.
That came with.
That's cool. It comes with little, transplanters and little hole pokers. Didn't know that, so that's a plus.
Okay.
Okay, all set up. So yeah, we'll just have to add the dirt. We're gonna add our dirt first. Just gonna scoop it all in here.
Good.
Yep, kind of pack it a little bit. I mean, you don't want it too packed because then the roots won't.
Makes it harder.
Yeah, it makes it harder for them to push in. So just a little packed, but
It's good.
top her off. Okay, there we go. All nice and full. Now I'll just put that in the drip tray right away. And then fill one of these right off the bat. You want to do that one? Okay. So, today we're going to be growing a few items. And it's really neat. If you haven't checked it out already, I have a video on how I organize my seeds and the little tools that I use to kind of keep track of what I need to plant, when I need to plant, and that this growing season doesn't get out of hand and I lose control of it. So, so go check that video out if you haven't already. And right now for this week, I have celery is going in, we have peppers, a bunch of onions, and some spearmint, and then we're planting some flowers as well. So we're going to plant a little bunch of flowers. So first we will start off with, let's do peppers. Peppers?
That sounds good.
Cool. Okay, so peppers. Now we can look through all the peppers that we want to grow. So we're going to start with our peppers. We kind of figured out our varieties here. And I got these cool little like T signs, and I'm going to be writing like the varieties and all that on the little signs as well, so we know what's what. Okay, so I just took the time to quickly write out all my little tags for all the pepper plants that we plan on planting here today. And I really want to show you guys this cool little trick. I don't know if anyone else does it, but I just thought, because I was reading through all the seed packets, and in that organizing video I talk more about that as well, but I was looking through all the seed packets, and some plants are container friendly, some plants need full sun, some like part shade. Some plants are pole, like beans, say some are bush beans, some are pole beans, and like tomatoes, some are determinate, indeterminate, like little things like that. I wrote out kind of a little note for me to write out a symbol that equals like what that is. So like obviously a lot of these peppers are full sun, so I put, a picture of a sun on the back of my name tag to remind me that this can get planted in an area that's full sun out in the yard or in the garden, and I don't have to worry about digging through my seed packets again, rereading all the different varieties and what they all require. Same with like the tomatoes. I have DT for determinate, that way I know that those only go so far, whereas IDT is indeterminate, and I know those can kind of get stretched as long as the weather's nice, basically. And some plants, which I want to really focus on this year, it's kind of a personal goal, is to grow as much as I can in containers to open up the space in the main crop garden. And I have a symbol for container-friendly plants, so that way I know that I can put it in a container instead of having to take up main garden space if I don't have to. So I'm trying to utilize that. And same with like certain bean varieties, we have kind of a mixture of both. So I write, a little pole symbol that it's a pole bean, or a little bush symbol that it tells me it's a bush bean. And even with some onions, long day versus short day. We don't have any short day varieties that we picked out this year, so we don't have to really worry about that, but I have an LD and an SD for long day and short day. So just a little tip. I don't know if anyone else does it, but it kind of helps. I think it'll help me kind of remember what's what, obviously what's what, but like what does everything need and what it likes and what it requires. So I just want to take a second and mention that. I'm going to start kind of planting out everything, put my seeds in the little pockets, and we'll move on to the next vegetable. Now we got a lot of different seeds from a couple different places. If you go back into our videos, we have a video on where I discuss and kind of show you all the different things that we bought, like all the different varieties of seeds that we bought. And yeah, we have a different mixture of seeds. We all didn't buy them from one company specifically. I mean, we bought the majority of our seeds from like one or two different companies based on price and quality. That was my big thing, is I want to get good quality seeds, but I don't want to spend a ton of money if I don't have to necessarily. So, which was nice, but also I kind of ended up spending money that I didn't need to, because I discovered through the move and whatnot that I had a bunch of seeds saved from when we lived back in Milwaukee. And so we have just an abundance of seeds, so I think we're okay for a little while, but we also have different companies, different brands. So like, because I've heard a lot of things where certain companies, and I don't know any because I haven't had this happen, but where certain seeds do better from one company versus another company, or a certain batch, or even a certain variety for that matter. So like, it's kind of nice that we do have so much of, we have so many different types of peppers, and we have different types of tomatoes. So hopefully if we do fail one way, we can luck out in another. So just putting that out there. I don't know what anyone else really does as far as having a variety of seed companies that they go to. I'm gonna need to make a whole nother tray now because I finished most of my peppers. I got a couple more to plant, and then I'm gonna move on to the next vegetable, and we'll need maybe a couple more of these big trays. I thought I was gonna be good, but I guess not. So I just gotta grab out a new tray, a drip tray here as well. Fine. And just add some more soil. And I'll probably have to mix up some more soil too as well when it comes time. Because like I said, I thought I had enough. But I'd rather just mix it as I need it than just mix it all together and just have an abundance left. Alrighty, on to the next tray. Now, for the depth, I've just been, Corey really did the last one, and it's really cool because these actually have measurements on it, which is neat. And most of everything is 1/4 inch in, and I just kind of just do a little pokey, make a little hole. I mean, everything is really soft enough to where the seedling should be able to push through regardless. And I've been putting, for the pepper plants so far, I've just been putting like 2 to 3 seeds in a hole. Because hopefully, it ups my odds in case like one seed doesn't work or like doesn't germinate. Well, then I have a backup seed. Or if both do really well, then I can just either transplant one or just thin it out that way. So not a big deal there. And yeah, so I'm going to just kind of keep going here. I'm almost done with my peppers. And then I think we'll move on to onions. That'll be next because I think they'll do better in the larger cells than the little baby ones. Little baby cells, I think I'm going to go for the flowers. Like I said earlier, we'll be going some flowers and some spearmint. Maybe even celery, I don't know. I'm going to think about that as I go because I don't know how well that'll do in a small cell. Because then I'll have to up-pot it. And I don't want to fumble with the plants as much as I can if I can help it. And just kind of let them do their thing naturally. as natural as this can be, you know. But I don't want to like have to keep playing with them and stress them out. So we'll see there. And then yeah, I just put the little seeds in, sprinkle a couple of them in a hole, and then I just kind of cover them up. Boop, 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 boop. And I always put my tag in so I don't mix up my plants, because that would not be good. Couple there, couple there. So, and when I'm done planting, I'll obviously give you guys a more close-up look of what we all grew and everything. Especially with all our lights set up, it's going to be so exciting. It'll be neat. So yeah, there is that. On to the onions. All right, I got all my onion varieties here, and it looks like I'm going to have to make another tray. So I'm just going to kind of keep working, keep doing my trays, because I like to plant a couple plants of each. That way I know it's all good. And honestly, I'm double checking myself, and I think we should do the onions in the small cells. Because then by the time it'll be ready to plant, I can just pop them in. I think we'll do that. Okay. So, alrighty, I'm going to just slide this tray over, and then I'm just going to start planting a ton of onions, because we like our onions here. And I got, yellow onions, white onions, red onions, and then some bunching onions. So, but like I said, I'll kind of zoom you guys in when I'm done, show you what everything looks like at the end. So just sit back and relax. Okay, so I have everything planted. We have a variety of peppers. I have celery as well, and I'll zoom you guys in further to show you what everything looks like. I even have a whole tray of coleus rainbow mix flowers, so we'll have some flowers. And we got our onions here, a variety of onions as well. I was going to plant, I think I might have mentioned it earlier, I was going to plant some spearmint, but it turns out that the seed packet that I have was empty. So I have no idea what happened there, but maybe I can pick up a quick packet somewhere in town, local, and start those. 'Cause I had the pots all ready to go, I had the holes all made, and I went to pour the seeds out and nothing was in there. So I don't know what happened, like I said, so yeah, we'll worry about that later. But anyway, everything else is done, which is good, which is what we want. I did want to say I rolled out some heat mats. I got these cool heat mats as well on top of these seedling trays. And these are actually a 2-pack. I actually had one heat mat from when we lived in Milwaukee, but I needed more, of course, so I bought two packs. So it came with 4. I have 5 total, math. And I'm just going to roll them out and plug them into this extension cord that I have, and then we'll turn those on so we can start warming these babies up. With that, and then also I wanted to show you that these seed trays came with these cool clear domes. So when I put the heat on, well, first I got to fill up these watering trays. I didn't fill up the water trays yet, but I can just peel this up, put some water in, and it'll absorb from the bottom up. And then I'll just put my little dome on top. And this is just, I'm not gonna clip it in. Just gonna kind of just set it so it could ventilate through, like there's still hopefully some airflow and that it can kind of breathe. But it's still housing most of that heat and moisture as well. So we want that kind of balance. And worst case scenario, I do have a cool little fan I can hook up in this little area to kind of help with the flow and the motion of the air if it does come down to it. But I think everything down here should be pretty decent, and it does stay relatively warm, especially for germination. I average like 66, 65 degrees down here typically on a normal, regular day. So if anything, I just have to worry about getting these too hot. So I might have to regulate the heat a little bit differently there. Or find some sort of thermometer system for the actual soil temp versus the air temp. So we'll have to kind of look more into that. But anyway, I'm going to get my heat mat out. Yeah, these heat mats are pretty cool. I got them off of Amazon as well. I think I actually got them when I got these seed trays. I can leave the link for these in the description as well in case anyone's in the market for new heat mats or you need more. Because honestly, after doing all this, I'm probably going to have to order more trays and maybe another box or 2 of these. And if we get a little extreme, and it might be a problem, and if I have to, it's a problem. Might need to buy more lights. So we'll see how we get, especially with the way things are growing, because I'm going to have to expand this operation a little bit, especially with the amount of vegetables and stuff that I plan on growing this year. My goal is to live out of the garden as much as possible and preserve as much as our homegrown food as possible and fill our shelves as full as I can. So that's the ultimate big picture goal. We'll see. I might be over ambitious about it all. I don't know. But hope you guys are along for the ride like I am. I'm kind of stuck on this ride now. But I love it. Anyway, I just want to show you guys again these heat mats. That's a 2-pack. That's from Seed Factor. I got them off Amazon. I can leave the link in the description for you. Same with the 40 cell trays and the 15 cell trays. So I can kind of leave that in the description for you guys if you guys need to pick up some more supplies like I do, because I will have to. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for now, planting wise. Got everything in, and I'll show you guys what it all looks like, and then we'll flip on the heat mats. I think tomorrow I'll start fresh with the lights. I'm not going to turn them on tonight. It's kind of later in the day, and we'll just kind of start in the morning. The heat needs to just kind of get them going. Same with the moisture. So yeah, water the plants, turn the heat mats on, and then turn the lights on tomorrow. So yeah, that's that in a nutshell, a big nutshell. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments where you guys are and what you're planting currently. Because I know everyone's kind of in different stages of the game here, especially with this crazy weather. I feel like our weather is just pushing us back when it comes to planting. So I'm hopeful that I'm starting these at a good time and I'm not jumping the gun, So please comment where you are in your growing season, where you are regionally as well, because that makes a big difference. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on more planting fun, because again, this is the Year of the Garden 2023. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and are staying safe and having a great day. I'm going to go finish cleaning up my mess here and on to the next project. Bye, guys.